Here we are. Today I wanted to talk about how to study an artist. Why? What's the point? Why should you? Why is it important, right? So, for me, I think that people who are on a level above you and have a better understanding of what you are doing can elevate you. And in a lot of the other videos that I've spoken about, I've spoken and harped on the same topic. You know, it's like if there are people that are better than you, just simply observe them and you will pick up on the things that make them better. For example, the process, the way of how they go about, how they draw, how they paint, how they mold, how they sculpt, how they print, what tools they use. All of that is in what they show you, what they do, what's on social media, or most of it is, and most of it isn't. It depends on what, I guess, how the artist is, how open they are with their community, what type of person they are. All of that comes together. So my steps are quite simple. I'm going to try and do some sort of just overlay some footage to kind of give you some steps as to how to do this process, how to go about this. So firstly, you want to find the artist or the few artists that are doing well, that you follow, that you look up to, even if this is a hobby, even if it is you trying to be the best at something, there are people that are already the best in that area, right? And if you want to be in the same boat, then you just simply need to find out who they are. So look on Instagram, TikTok, wherever their channels are. Check out ArtStation. I don't know if DeviantArt is still a thing. I'm sure probably, but just wherever that they would be, do some Google search, whatever works. But you want to do a deep dive and find those artists or that artist that you look up to and you can focus your attention on. The next step is just scroll, look through, do almost like a history search or understanding. Who is this type of person? What are their interests? What are their, is their art a combination of who they are, as in the music that they listen to, as in their life story? Does it explain a little bit about their experiences? What style, what type of work do they do? Is this their hobby? Are they fully fledged into this? Are they a content creator? No matter what it is, I actually think that you can study anybody in any field that's doing anything and mimic that, and it can improve what you are doing. So the point is that once you look through and comb through all of their stuff, you will find some interesting tips, right? It's like if I do realism and I follow a few realism artists, that means that sometimes or at some point they're going to start working on a project and finish a project. And in between there, they're going to be working on hair, eyes, values, building up shape, faces, portraits, bodies, whatever it is, anatomy. And if they post, right? If they've got a YouTube video, whatever it is, you are able to look at that and grab that little piece of information. Now what you want to do is you want to screenshot it, or you want to just capture it in the best way that you can and keep that for yourself and build up a little note collection situation, whatever it is, whether you want to maybe print it all together so that you've got it as like a physical guidebook, but you just want to collect those little things, because when I'm working on an artwork, right, I start the piece and there's a whole bunch of different things that needs to be done, right? My hair, the character's eyes, nose, face, all of these things from the anatomy perspective. Then there's lighting to think about. Then maybe there's a background. Then it's all the detail, the texture, all of those things. But it's starting from 0 to 100. And in between there's different things that maybe I'm not 100% sure on, or I'm not the clearest on. And that's the point of this video. That's the point of looking at other artists online with a fine-tooth comb, or the ones that you are looking at specifically with a fine-tooth comb. And you're just looking at how they do something, how they go about something. So in this way, you're not on Pinterest mindlessly scrolling, or you're not on YouTube, trying to do a whole bunch of anatomy. Figure out what you are doing, the style that you are doing it in, right? Find out specifically what your weak points are, and then look for that in the artists that you look up to. And you should be able to, even in still images, if they share process work and it's just still and it goes from line work to, you'll be able to see how they just break it down. Take an image, print it even, and you just draw on it, and you just break down the shapes, the light, where you think the light is coming from, how you think the face breaks down into basic shapes. All of this can be extracted from how they work and how they do things. And that to me is free. It's on social media. If they post about it and they like to share process work, how they do things, then that's for you to take and really sit on and really figure out, oh, I can take this and I can be better, and this is actually the exact thing that I was looking for. The other day, I'd say I'm decently confident on doing hair, but the other day I saw an artist do hair differently, and I never expected it. I understood that there was that technique, for example, but the way that he did the hair, but I never saw someone do it as in the whole process. And so when I looked on his story, I saw the process of how he actually created that look through that technique, screenshotted that, and I'm like, that's immediately what I need. Because there are some artworks where the background is black and you need to get all those hair strands and everything looking white, like almost pure white, and you need that whole single hair strand look. But that's an example of something very specific to you, to your style, that you can definitely get from somebody else. So you want to do a deep dive, fine-tooth comb, right? You want to look at what inspires and makes them who they are in their work, because that's also kind of how you develop a style eventually. It's all about everything that makes you that comes into the art. At least that's my take. And then, like I said, notes, collect, screen grab, print, write notes on, break down. If you want to print the thing, this is all for research, experimentation, and understanding. This is not to copy another artist. It is not to steal their work. It is for you to understand how to better your work. That's what it's about. Because that level will raise yours slightly once it clicks. Then you want to figure out, which is what I just spoke about, your takeaway. What are your things that you need, your pain points, your issues, your weaknesses that you need to work on, and you go look for that in those artists. Go look for those things that you struggle with. Go look for those things. I'm sure some of them might even have just YouTube videos where they've got those tutorials. And instead of scrolling mindlessly, you'll find immediately what you need and solve your issue. And yes, it will take practice and it will take time, but you will have dealt with the issue front facing, and no procrastination, no, oh, I can't figure it out, I need help, it's right there. And then if you really want to take it a step further, dig deeper and try and find their process, try and find almost exactly the way that they go about things, not for you to do it, but just because maybe there's some parts of your process that you can do better. or you can improve on, or can go faster. All of those things. And how it can impact you. Understand that, once again, this is purely educational. This is to better yourself as an artist, and to understand that the world is so big and there are other people that are invested and have already put in a crap load of time and effort into the things that you love. And that's good, because it means that someone has paved the path for you to walk on. And you just need to understand the fundamentals, the basics, and you just need to watch, observe, take tips and tricks wherever you can, take pieces of value, and understand what is value, right? If someone posts a portrait and you're lucky enough and you get video footage, or they do a sketch and it starts from blank page to the full sketch, put it on a big screen, like a monitor or something, and just look at it, like slowly go through it and just see how fluid they are. And yes, sometimes it seems like everything is just easy and it just happens for them, but everybody started somewhere. And once you go through this process of not comparing yourself to them, but forcing yourself to learn from them, you will evolve, you will get better. And that is the point. If you enjoy this video, please give it a like, please subscribe. Cheers.